Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine!
Well, we're going to try it here tonight. Hopefully things are working out as far as problems that we've had here in the last few hours. But here we are live today from the virtual Watkins Glen International. I am your host, Bradley Cooper. And here tonight for the QSR Chase for the Cup. 5. Quick look at the points here before we go live, and this is after last week at Kentucky Speedway. Tristan Pena almost got his first win of the season, finished runner-up. Nicholas Caldwell getting his third. Alan Dobbs just behind there by about 30 points. And it's been close all season. We've had multiple different drivers win stages, but now it's time for a variety of racing that we haven't seen yet this season at all. And it's the road course. Watkins Glen International Open, May 12, 1956. And it's one of the tracks, world-renowned. It's one of the first road courses in North America in upstate New York here. 2.45 miles, the lowest elevation 998 feet. Just over 1,100 feet, the highest point of this racetrack. Drivers will have a variety of transitions and corner entries and exits. There's a bus stop chicane on this back straight after a long high-speed straightaway just before that carousel. And quite a few 90-degree angles just before the start-finish line, which gets set up for some great passes. Look at the schedule as well, and Watkins Glen just before Bristol. We have 4 races left of the regular season just before we hit chase time. This, of course, being race number 7 of the season. Race analysis up on your screen. 43 laps here today. 40-mile-per-hour pit road speed limit. 3 tire sets available and admin-only cautions. There will be a stage lap at lap 15. That might be the only yellow flag that we see here tonight in this event. 100% fuel, and of course, on that iRacing fixed setup. We won't have the ability to interview these drivers. Of course, this is done through replay. We had some technical issues last night. Seems that some of it's cleared up, some of it isn't. At least we have connection here tonight. But again, I want to apologize and extend my thanks for everybody that's been patient with me here at QSR and everyone that's tuned in right now. It was definitely beyond my control, and even right now, having some issues. If you see any buffering, any jitter, just bear with us here. I know that we're dropping some frames and things are a little bit wonky, but we'll try to get this show as clear and as quick as we can. About a minute left here through qualifying, and I cannot skip through this grid, so we'll have to wait these absolute 50 seconds to get through here. We had to run it through practice as well, doing it through a replay. Don't want any of the information to be inaccurate, but I have a feeling here of who would be the pole sitter. We'll just have to wait and see exactly where it puts these drivers up once they hit the grid. 30 seconds left, and we'll get that information up on your screen. Again, shout out to Quentin Stewart for sending us this replay file, and shout out to all the drivers that participated in this last night. I know that this racetrack is definitely torture. If you're not a fan of road courses, this is definitely not your event, but I think a lot of these guys are. And there's one guy in particular that was very disappointed that we weren't going to be able to show this live, as he was the favor to come out here today. And as we cycle through to the grid, we're going to get his name up on the screen right now. Starting on the pole with a 1:11.667. I assume this is accurate information. Quentin Stewart on the top spot. Jesse Gordon will start to his outside on the right-hand side of the front row. Row number 2 goes to Alan Dobbs. Waylon Turner in the 18 will start in 4th. 5th position goes to Jason Blaney. Austin Thomas in 6th. 7th, Galen Wunsch. Johnny DePasquale will start in the 8th spot. And rounding out your top 10, we have the 14 of CJ Gates. Nicholas Caldwell will start in 10th. 11th spot goes to David Killow and Ryan Philbrick in the 12th spot. 13th, Tristan Pena with Mitchell Koster in 14th. 15th spot is going to go to Wyatt Walker in the number 85. Christian Ruck-Regal in 16th position. 17th, Michael O'Neill. Stephen McGough in the 18th spot. 19th, Randy Solé, and rounding out your top 20 is John Walker in the 86. Ethan Wisnowski electing not to take a time. Brent Allen will start in 22nd position. 23rd goes to Brandon Yates, Josh Wren in 24th. And rounding out your field tonight is Austin Dowdy in the number 8, Brody Deutscher in the 26th position. Sitting here on the front straightaway as soon as iRacing decides to load up on your screen. And there goes the 99 of Quentin Stewart, following along with the pace car. .43 laps. Again, that stage coming right at lap 15. That'll reset this field. But 100% fuel, these drivers should be able to make it in a one-stop race. 43 laps, 2 point, whatever, a third mile. I think they're going to be making this pit stop during the stage, and they should be able to run it out. I could be wrong on that, but it'll be rather close. They might have to come in for a fuel-only stop, but I wouldn't venture to see anybody coming in for 4 tires. They'll probably take 4 during the stage, but track position, so important here. If you're fast, you want clean air. You don't want to have to change your line and rely on the guys around you for the position or entry of the corners. And in this next generation car, it seems to favor having heat in those tires versus coming in and getting 4 fresh ones. You won't have that grip level for at least a couple laps. I would not be surprised to see drivers during that stage take fuel only. We'll just have to wait and see how it all plays out here. Pace car will pull off this time around. We should go green flag racing till lap 15. See everyone heating up these tires, trying to get it going. But through the replay file and live here on V-Speed, QSR Chase for the Cup in the Next Generation Series is about to go live in racing from Watkins, Glen International. It's the R&R 105. Green flag is out, and Quentin Stewart will take him into turn 1. And a bunch of cars off the racetrack in the background here. The 06 of Ryan Philbrick actually left the racing surface. He had lost control through turn 1, and a few other drivers had lost it through the bus stop chicane and went off course. And already the 99 of Quentin Stewart looking for the lead and will come by for lap number 1. 22 of Blaney all over the back bumper. So some of this information going to be a little messed up here. I think what we'll do is just keep this turned off, as the replay file doesn't seem to like. We'll keep you posted as the 22 of Blaney gets up to the top. Second spot, actually, the 10 car of Jesse Gordon has the point, and Quentin Stewart falls back to third. Look at your points leader coming into tonight. Nicholas Caldwell in the 11, just behind the 54, his teammate. Then there's some side-by-side just behind that. This is 5th position on the racetrack. Actually, 6th spot. There's some side-by-side just behind this. The 20 machine, the 50 just in front of him. Tristan Pena trying to get around the 42 of Di Pasquale. And here comes the 14 of CJ Gates. A little bit of a lockup here into turn 1. The 50 has a little bit of damage on the nose here. We should be sitting somewhere around 4 laps into this event. Right on board with Tristan Pena. I think he's going to end up in 4th position, but we're back in 13th spot, I believe. Cars off the racetrack in the background there. And we've got trouble. The 50 machine into the wall, and Pena busted up the whole front end. The 20's involved, the 35. It's actually the 33 of Ruck Regal. We'll try to take this back on a replay here and figure out what happened to the 50 car. The 199 of Galen Wanchid went around. We're going to trash about 3 cars here. Pena nowhere to go. And now Stewart trying to chase down. He gets back around the 10 car. Jesse Gordon makes a mistake, and Quentin Stewart takes over the top spot. The top 3 was Stewart, Blaney, and Dobbs. Dobbs led some laps, or rather, the 10 of Gordon led some laps. Information on my screen a little bit jumbled up as well. Overlay is a little broken. Just behind that, you have the 18 machine of Waylon Turner looking to the inside for the 3rd position. Through the S's. About 5-6 laps completed here. '18 working closer to the 10 of Gordon. Stewart has pulled out almost 2 seconds for a lead this early. As the clean air working to his advantage. The top 4 have pulled away. .35 back here in the 5th position of Austin Thomas. The 54 of Dobbs just behind him in the 6th spot. here. Tristan Pena has pulled it behind the wall. Stephen Mago, Randy Solly, Brent Allen, and Brody Deutscher not even electing to get on the track here. There's a look at the 19 of Josh Wren. John Walker just in front of him. These drivers way far back here. Battling going on with the 06 and the 42, Deep Pasquale. The 06 of Philbrick within a tenth of each other right here. This field already very spread out. To the left-hand side, Deep Pasquale is going to get by. We go back up front with Quentin Stewart, the 22 of Blaney. Jesse Gordon starting to lose ground on these drivers. Almost a full 2 seconds back now. We should be about 7 laps through this stint now. Coming by for lap number 8. Stewart, Blaney, and Gordon, the top 3. There's a look at your 5th place driver with Austin Thomas, the 54. And Alan Dobbs working closer and closer every lap to the back bumper of the 35. And using every inch of those rebel strips through the bus stop chicane to get an advantage to catch up to this 35 car. Using all of the exit there on the chicane and the carousel. Trying to keep the speed up. He is working another 10th closer to the 35 through these final 2 turns. He should be at the back bumper. Traffic already going to become a factor here. The 15 machine of Brandon Yates a little off the pace here. Into the grass, actually going to let these drivers by. Here comes the 54 of Dobbs to get by through the bus stop. He will make a pass for the top 5 now. Blaney still within reach of Quentin Stewart. They come into the final 2 corners. Stewart, a little bit of a spoiler alert, will lead 40 laps here today. Sounds like a dominating performance from the 99. But he does have the 22 within reach. Oh, a little bit out wide for the 22. Almost ran out of racetrack there through the exit of turn 1. On board with Blaney. Tatum Gordon working his way closer now. I'm not sure if Blaney got a cutting the track penalty or not, but that did allow the 10 car to catch up to him. He lost a ton of ground to Quentin Stewart. And he's going to lock it up in the second to last corner. 22 off the racetrack. Dobbs catching up to the 18 of Waylon Turner now. Fourth position. On an island by himself as of right now. Dobbs is catching up. The points leader back here of Nicholas Caldwell. Currently running in the 6th or 7th position. He's a little far back from everyone else, though. Twelve laps complete now. Three laps to go here in stage number 1. Jason Blaney falls back to third. Remember, he made a mistake. Jesse Gordon going to try to get second place points. Hits the wall coming up the S's. As these drivers try to chase down Quentin Stewart. 33 of Ruck Regal just ahead of Philbrick. Has a little bit of damage on this machine. There's the 84 of Michael O'Neill. This is somewhere around the 10th position right now. So our overlay is a little bit broken here. We'll try to keep up with this as best we can. Stewart coming by for lap 13 rather. I'm relying on some of these drivers to give me true telemetry on what lap they are on. Right on board with Jesse Gordon. Last time through the S's, hit the wall. A little bit better this time around. There goes Quentin Stewart with a massive lead coming through that carousel. Doesn't look like anybody has anything for the 99 so far in stage number 1. A few more times around for the stage. Lap 15. And Blaney is starting to work his way back towards Jesse Gordon. Dobbs got around the 18 to put Dobbs up to P4. These drivers almost 8 seconds back at this point. You see, relative to where Quentin Stewart is coming out of the carousel right now. versus where Alan Dobbs is just now getting to it, and the 18 makes a mistake. He's off the track. Locks up the front tires off the surface a little bit here. But now coming by for the white flag for stage number 1, Quentin Stewart still in the lead. Or off the racetrack, that's the 5 of Wisnowski. And it looks like an early exit for him. Ethan Wisnowski makes a huge mistake there into turn 1, slides all the way through, and we got a car off the racing surface. I believe that's... not sure who that is exactly. But nonetheless, coming by to win stage number 1 with a massive lead, Quentin Stewart puts a few cars a lap down. And the 99 car is going to lead the vast majority of laps in the first stage. Stage winner, Quentin Stewart. And confirm that Blaney, Gordon, Dobbs, and Regal, I believe, are the 35. Back here and look at the 35 machine. Yeah, he should be the top 5 here. Tough break for Tristan Pena. Did not get to make it through stage 1. That was Wyatt Walker, actually. I'm a little bit lost here with the 22. Just behind him, there's some cars. That went off race surface. I don't know who that is back there. The 86 machine of John Walker that lost control. But here we come. For stage 1 complete. Quentin Stewart's going to lead him down pit road. So one advantage of having the replay, we do get to see pit stops underway. We'll have the pit crew in full. Down and away for the 99, and he will win the battle out of the pits. 22 follows just behind. Looks like positions gained for Alan Dobbs, so he'll come back out onto the racetrack in the 3rd position. 15 a lap down. We'll cycle through with a couple pace laps here from Watkins Glen. Don't go anywhere while we wait for these pace laps to go through. More action will continue. The QSR Chase for the Cup Next Gen Series from Watkins Glen. Don't go anywhere.
I just got three things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine!
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Back here live at Watkins Glen, about to go green flag racing for stage number 2. Quentin Stewart getting the first stage. Jason Blaney to his inside. For this restart, it'll be on the left. Then we have Turner and Gordon, row number 2, 35. Just behind that of Austin Thomas and Caldwell. A little bit off track for a few of these guys as the pace car pulls off. Let's get it back. Green flag racing here from Watkins Glen. Quentin Stewart, again, the command car after starting on the pole. 22 gets a good jump here into turn 1. On board with Austin Thomas through the carousel, side by side with the 11 of Caldwell. That stage coming at lap 15 to go back green. Right around lap 19. And Blaney makes a mistake here and falls all the way to the tail end of this field. He had the lead. Not exactly sure what happened to him here. Makes a mistake through the second to last corner and goes sideways. '86 loses control as well in the background there. It's John Walker trying to get it back around. And problems here for the 18. That's going to check this field up big time. Waylon Turner makes a mistake into turn 1 and damage on the 10 of Jesse Gordon. QSR Chase for the Cup Next Gen Series. Stage number 2 for Watkins Glen has already claimed a couple cars, and the 22 being the biggest loser out of all of these situations. 42 of Di Pasquale is going around. '15 car off the racetrack. He makes a mistake in the second to last corner, and he's going to hit the wall through the gravel trap. And he'll bring it to pit road. No, he'll stay on the racetrack and go back out. So this puts Quentin Stewart on an island all by himself now. These drivers just now, as the 10 of Jesse Gordon makes a mistake with that damage, trying to get by the 85 of Wyatt Walker. 22 has already worked his way back just to the side of the 10. And now we'll look to the inside. 22 definitely has top 3 speed as he gets turned. And he's going to be done for the day. Jason Blaney gets turned into the second to last corner. Across the nose of the 35, I believe there. Might have been the 33 of Ruck Regal. Tough break there for Blaney. He had a top 5 car for sure. They made the mistake in the second to last corner that got him buried into this field. Now finds himself in the pits. Battle here for what should be the second or third position. Quentin Stewart way up there ahead of these guys. But it's Nicholas Caldwell, your points leader, going after the 35 of Austin Thomas into 1. We're just at that halfway point in this event. So now a perfect opportunity to find those volume knobs. And let's crank it up here. Presented by Walker's Ridge Plantation. That was Crank It Up, presented by Walker's Ridge Plantation. Quentin Stewart still your leader. 23 laps completed now. Battle back here with the 199 of Galen Wunsch and the 10 of Jesse Gordon. This is right around the top 5 positions. Another mistake made, though. Jesse Gordon, he falls way back. He's got damage on this machine as well. Picked that up a little bit earlier. On that restart, he'll go by the 15 through the S's. 18 machine also had an off track, and the Galen Wunsch just goes around. A lot of mistakes being made here tonight. Not by this guy. He is pulled out over an 8-second lead. Battle here between Deep Pasquale and the 19 of Josh Wren. 42 will go by on the inside through the carousel and get clear. Few of these other drivers deep in this field. On board with John Walker. He's had problems today as well. On board now with Nicholas Caldwell as he tries to chase down Austin Thomas. Thomas running in the second position. 35 car. Pretty fast here today. We'll go by his teammate Austin Dowdy in the number 8. Riding on board with your third place driver right now. Gonna come by for lap 26. Caldwell showing some speed, but tell you what, I've been really impressed with the 35 machine. Ever since his run at Pocono, he has really turned up the heat. Austin Thomas showing that he has championship winning speed. He's been in the top 3 at some point during the race for the last 4 weeks. Little tap of the wall there. The 11 not able to catch up to him just yet. Riding on board with the damaged machine of Jesse Gordon. What could have been here, he was in the top 3 at one point in this race, but with this damage, just trying to salvage whatever he can. He is losing ground to this field. Steering is probably a little messed up here. Doing his best. Whatever he can do to try to get this car back towards the top 5. Galen Wunsch also problems here today. He had problems in the first stage and then a self-spin just a moment ago. We saw there with the 199. But through your running order right now, it's Stewart in the 99, the 35 of Thomas, the 18, or 11 rather, of Nicholas Caldwell. The 33 of Ruck Regal just behind him. This is Jesse Gordon back here. Not entirely sure who he's chasing down right now. I want to say it's the 18 machine. It is. And then the 85 just in front of him. of Wyatt Walker. So Quentin Stewart continues to be your leader here from Watkins Glen. A dominant performance. He is well over 10 seconds now ahead of your second place driver. Fantastic day for the 99. And we know he's fast. He did well at Sonoma last season. Just didn't get the finish that he deserved. But here today, it looks like a different story. Got out to the lead early. Continues to pull away for the rest of this field. Fantastic drive for Quentin Stewart. Your second place driver in the number 35. Starting to pull away a little bit here from Nicholas Caldwell. Showing some speed. Caldwell, your points leader. Having a decent day here in the top three. But Ruck Regal in the 33. Catching up to him slowly. Goes by on the right-hand side of the 15 machine of Brandon Yates. Yates off the pace here today. Down a lap. Came down pit road with the rest of this field. Just behind him, the 85 will be the next in line of Wyatt Walker to go by. The look on board here with Quentin Stewart as we have about 13 laps to go. How to get around Watkins Glen. Take a listen with the 99. That's a lap around here at Watkins Glen. Quentin Stewart showing everybody how to do it here today. .35 still holding on to the second spot. The 11 of Caldwell just behind in third. Looking around this field, there's Mitchell Costner. Currently being scored in the 8th position. A quiet day for a lot of these drivers. The 14 is CJ Gates just behind that. Just different paces around this racetrack today. We're seeing Caldwell work his way closer to second place. A bit wide there in the second to last turn. Still making up some ground after that exit. He's going to get closer to Austin Thomas here. Through turn 1, Thomas gets a little bit loose, trying to get back to the throttle. What a mistake here from the 11. He's going to hit the wall. Through the S's. Loses control just a little bit here. Rodrigo now into the picture for third. And a big lock up there for the 11 off the racetrack. Debris out on the racetrack from somebody that went through the gravel trap. About 10 laps to go here for Quentin Stewart. This massive lead that he has here. Stewart's just now coming out of the carousel. .33 has caught up to the back end of the 11 now. Caldwell makes another mistake. He's lost a ton of time. And I'm not quite sure what happened to the 35. It looks like Austin Thomas has made a mistake. He's got damage on the left front. Back to this battle, though, through turns 1 and up through the S's. 35 falls back to around 5th or 6th position. He's got to be upset that he made that mistake with 10 laps to go. It's going to be a top 3 day podium finish. And now just trying to salvage it in the top 10. 06 just behind of Ryan Philbrick. Off the racetrack here for the 11 just now. Nicholas Caldwell was trying to get around the 33. They go out wide through the bus stop. He's still trying to figure out his way around the 33 for the second spot. He'll look to the inside here through the second to last corner. Back and forth for P2. Well, all over the back bumper of Christian Ruckriegel. Ruckriegel's going to go out wide through the carousel and allow the 11 by. This driver a whole straightaway ahead of these drivers now. Lost track. It's probably somewhere around 15, 16 seconds for the lead now on Quentin Stewart. I'd say he has this thing wrapped up as long as he doesn't make a mistake. Few cars out of this race with Wisnowski, Di Pasquale, Tristan Pena, Waylon Turner still out on the racetrack, but not having a good time with it. Stephen McGough, Randy Solé, Brent Allen, Michael O'Neill also off the racetrack. Alan Dobbs out as well as Jason Blaney. So look there at Ryan Philbrick and David Killow. There's Austin Thomas in the 35. He was in the top three a moment ago. Mistakes for him to get damage. And the 06 trying to find his way around. He is caught up to the back bumper. So after the 11 of Caldwell cleared the 33, he is trying to chase down Quentin Stewart. But most likely, unless something dramatic happens to Quentin Stewart, he is going to win this race. He is on the other side of the racetrack now. Going through the carousel as Caldwell's just now coming out of turn one. The massive lead. Stewart definitely knew what he was doing here today. We'll have under 5 to go. As we come around here to the front stretch. for a second. Heating back up, though, with the 33 of Ruck Regal. A better job up the hill. So you look off the back of Nicholas Caldwell. 33 is doing a fantastic job. Definitely a top 3 day for him. Stewart's going to come around for about 2 laps to go here. 2 or 3, I know our overlay's not quite working. It says finished up there on the top left. The ATVO not liking the replay file here tonight. Tried to do my best. Technical issues there yesterday. No technical issues, though, for Quentin Stewart. He's not had a single problem in this race, other than maybe losing the lead there briefly. But he has led the vast majority of laps in a dominating performance. The 11 of Nicholas Caldwell and the 33 of Ruck Regal back and forth here. The damage on the 20 of David Killow, left front. Right front, the whole front of this machine having damage. It's quite a few cars that have had problems here today. Galen Wunsch done for the day as well. There's Jesse Gordon with damages. He comes by for lap 42. There's Ruck Regal going by on the outside of the 19. 19 way off pace here. And it looks like Quentin Stewart coming by for the checkered flag. So now Quentin Stewart can say officially he is victorious. And QSR chase for the cup. A few laps behind here on our telemetry, so apologies for that. But Quentin Stewart is your winner here from Watkins Glen International. Second place goes to the 11 of Caldwell. I believe he held on. Final race results coming up on your screen. Hopefully they're not broken. So there you have it. There were 21 billion lead changes here today, with our telemetry being completely broken. Quentin Stewart gets the victory after starting on the pole. Nicholas Caldwell, Christian Ruck Regal, the top 3. Jesse Gordon, Wyatt Walker, Ryan Philbrick, Mitchell Costner, Austin Thomas falls back to 8th. CJ Gates 9th, and Di Pasquale will round out your top 10. Waylon Turner and Josh Wren, 11th and 12th spot. Austin Dowdy in 13th. Galen Wunsch 14th. Brandon Yates 15th position. David Killow. Then you have John Walker for 16th position, or 17th spot rather. Blaney, the big name here, he was supposed to finish in the top 5 for certain. He's going to finish 18th. And Dobbs, not a good day for the 54. 19th. Michael O'Neill, rounding out your top 20. Ethan Wisnowski, an early exit. Tristan Pena, also an early exit here today. Stephen McGough will finish 23rd. Brent Allen, 24th. Randy Solly, 25th. And then you have the number 90 of Deutscher rounding out your field here today. So outside of that, we appreciate your time coming in here on this replay file. I know telemetry and some of the things that we normally have in this broadcast didn't work, but there's the celebration for Quentin Stewart. Congratulations to him, adding himself to the list of winners in this series. It is now a list of 5. Outside of that, we appreciate you coming in here. Back and forth all season long. You can catch us live at 8 p.m. Eastern Time next week for Bristol, the QSR Simulations Chase for the Cup. Until then, everybody, appreciate it. Stay tracking.